Hello, IT 120 students. I apologize for the way I look. I have three children, so I have to get these how-to videos done as soon as possible. And what I've been hearing from feedback from my students and everyone is that you guys are really enjoying these and these are really helping you. So I thought chapter 5, let's do it again. So we will dive right in. You got an email from me with the chapter 5 starter files. The awesome part about this section in chapter 5 is they give you the CSS, they give you the HTML, and they give you the PHP. So it saves us a lot of time. As per usual, we are using this diagram right here to help us figure out the way that this should look. Your assignment for this week is on page 204 and the diagram is on page 205. It's kind of like two assignments in one. The top is building a table. TRs, TDs, THs, tables. We're going to learn all about that. The second part, the revised part, is actually building a form, which is really cool. And then you hit the submit button, and it is going to run the PHP for us. So I have 15 minutes in my recording, so I'm going to try to go as fast as I can and be as helpful as possible. I may have to do a second one. We'll see how it goes. So you get your folder. Mine is in downloads because I downloaded it from my email. Some of you have been telling me, oh, I open it and it looks all crazy. That's because it's still a zip file and you need to extract it so it looks like a normal folder without the zip on it. Please make sure you do that. You all know I use Sublime Text Editor. Some of you are using Notepad. No problem. It's still the same. So I'm going to go to File, Open, just like you would do in Notepad. Navigate to my Downloads folder. Chapter 5 recording is what I name this because I'm using this as my recording files. This is what our HTML looks like. Pretty blah, if you ask me. We got a lot of work to do here. I'm also opening our CSS because we're going to reference it a few times to see how the image is supposed to look. But pretty cool. All your CSS is written for you. The other thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to open my web browser. I use Chrome. You can tell I've already built this out for you guys. But let's walk through how we actually do it. I'm going to open File, Open File. Again, it's under my Downloads, Chapter 5 Recording, HTML. Well, that doesn't look so great. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing it tells you, it says within the first section, all right, well, here's our section, page 13, section open, section closed, data. Create the order table. Be sure to add a caption. The color status values are created using markup similar to span class equals status pending, etc. The class CSS status and status pending have already been created for you. Okay, so you're like, Mrs. O'Connor, where do I get this data? Where do I start? There's nothing there. You have to look at the graph on page 5 and 205. It tells us we should have an orders table with an ID column, a date column, customers, country, progress, status, etc. Okay, so how do I build a table? If you go back to right in the beginning of chapter 5 on page 173, it is the basics for how you write a table. Well, to start a table, we have to have an opening table. I always close mine right away because I hate to forget. That is preference. You can just open and move on. Totally up to you. All right, well, we know we need some rows, right? So we need a TR, and I close my TR right away. Let's see, I need for my table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns of data. So I know that's a TD, and I'm just going to, for right now, name it TD, or name it 1. So I tell you guys a lot about copying and pasting, right? You don't want to make a typo. I've seen a lot of typos and I call you guys out on them. Copy and paste, do not be afraid. 3, 4, this is how I do it. Maybe you don't want to do it this way. Maybe you want to just start writing code. That is fine. So I know I want another row of TRs. I'm like, oh man, did that work? I hit save, I come over here. There it is. All right, I'm starting to write data. It's starting to fill up in my data chart. But I know, let's see, I need 6 rows across and I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of data down. So I need to have, let's copy this again. This will give me 4 rows. And this will give me 5 rows. All right, let's hit save, come back over here. All right, cool. I know I need 5 rows of data. What else do I need? I need a heading on this, okay, and I need a TH tag, which is my headings. So I'll come back to my HTML right up here, and I need a TR. I'm gonna close it. That's my row. Then I need TH. Again, I need to close it. What are my THs? ID, right? Copy. How many of these are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. I closed it. I have ID. Let's get rid of that space. That'll bother me. And then I have date. And then I have customer. And then I have country. And then I have progress. Oh, Mrs. O'Connor missed one. There's one last one called status. And again, I'm going fast because I only have 15 minutes to do this recording. It's the max allowed time for file size for uploading through Moodle. So I may have to do a second recording or just follow up with an email. So you'll see that it's starting to come together. And I'm not going to put in all of this data because it would take a while. I'm going to cheat and copy and paste it from what I already made. But all you need to do is say you put in the records. 1, 2, 3 for my next record. September, what does it say? 12th, 2017. And all I'm doing is where I just put in filler data, the 1, 2, 3 when I was typing before, I'm filling in what I actually should have now. Jean Rue, she's from France. And the progress bar, we'll talk about this later. Right now, we'll just name it progress. And then the last is shipped. Save it, see how we're doing. Great, so we started filling in the information all along this. So I just noticed I am missing orders. So I need to come up here. I missed the top. And it is called caption orders. There we go. So now it's at the top. Okay, many of you are probably like, Mrs. O'Connor, what does caption mean? What is it for? It's an element is used to provide a brief title or description of the table. It improves accessibility of the table and is strongly recommended. And the other cool thing is you can use CSS to make it look better. You'll see in our page that it is this light blue color with white text. So the other thing you should point out is it has already been styled for you. See table caption over here in the CSS they gave you. And you'll see that we already linked together our CSS sheet right here. So you don't have to do that. So that's all set for us. So let's take a look. We've got table caption. We'll hit File, Save. See if it pulled through. It did. Orders, awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and just cheat a little bit because we have other work to do. So table, I'm just going to copy this table. It's exactly what I already did. Table to table, table. So replacing my dummy data with real data. Guys, I did nothing but type out exactly what you saw, replaced all those 1, 2s, and 3s with the real text. Again, we're just limited for time, so I wanted to have that done for you. So come over here, and you can see it looks much better, and you're like, what? How'd we do this? Shipped, processing, pending, how'd we make it different colors? So we can go ahead and look. They told us in the text, the color values are created using the markup similar to span class. So all I did, here we'll do ship together. So this originally just said shipped, but they want us to style it. All right, see how it's just not really popping out at you? So what you need to do is a span class in line. So span class equals, and you'll see over on page 205, they told us right here what the names of the different span classes were that are already stylized in the HTML or in the CSS. So this is a shipped. So status, and then status dash shipped. Then we do this and we close it, and then we have to close our span tag, guys. Don't ever forget. And the TD is already closed right there, so we'll hit save. We'll come over, and now it's green. This has already been set up for you, the colors and all the CSS over here. So here they are: status processing, status shipped, status pending. So all this did was go ahead and change the background color, and then up here it changed your color to white and it did some padding. So that is what is happening right here. You're going to say to me, Ms. O'Connor, it still doesn't really look like the document that is in the book. So let's just add some padding. I'm not going to get crazy. We already spent last class going through CSS. So this is more about learning to build a table in HTML. So what I'm going to do is just add some simple padding to this as a way to just space out our TD tags. The way you do that is just T squirrely bracket padding, and I'm just going to do 10 pixels. That's it. 10 points. Call it a day. Let's see how this looks. There you go. Spaced out. Looks a little bit better. It's not exactly what we see on the page, but again, we have already done this last class, so I didn't want to get into this again. Okay, the progress bar, I'm not going to go through this, but it's a cool little trick, and it is on page, I know some of you are really interested in learning more. That's awesome. So it's under deep dive on page 194, how you actually do those progress values. I'm not going to get into that. I think we have a lot to do in chapter 5. I'm going to have to make a second video because we only have a minute or two left for the PHP script. But that is enough to get you through questions 1 and 2 on the hands-on exercise on page 204. So part 2 coming for questions 3 and 4. If you guys can get me to this part and you zip this up and send it to me, you get half the credit, so that's great. Again, I'm going to record another video now for part 2 in the PHP. See you soon. Bye, guys.